And this video is looking at medians and quartiles. So we already know quite a bit about median. It's the middle value of ordered data, and if we're looking for a particular value, then we can work it out as the half of the n+1 position. So that gives us the position of where the median is. So think about it on a number line. We have the median halfway along there, and we call that Q2 as the second quartile. Q1 would be the lower quartile, and Q3 the upper quartile. So we have that formula for working out where the median is, so it's half of n+1 to give us the position of the median. And then to work out the other ones, Q1 is the median of all values on the lower half, and Q3 is the median of all the values on the upper half. So you take out your median, you separate the two halves, and then you find the median of each of those for Q1 and Q3. So if we had 11 numbers, Q1 would be the third value, Q2 is the sixth value, and Q3 is the ninth value. And you can just picture that or draw a little sketch next to you now of 11 dots in a line. You take out the sixth one as the median. You've got 5 on either side. So then on the lower half, the third one would be the median of those 5, and on the upper half, the ninth would give you the median of the top 5. Okay, here's our first example. We're going to find the median and the interquartile range for these sets of data. So looking at A first of all, before we can do anything we need to put them into order. Our median happens in the middle, so we have a median of 10. Since we've got 6 items there, it would be 6 plus 1 gives us 7. 7 over 2 is 3.5, so we're looking at the 3.5 value, or the value between the third and the fourth term. So Q1, we separate out that bottom half and we take the middle value, so that would be 8, and we'll do the same for Q3 for the top half. Sorry, that should say Q3, let's just fix that. There we go, so Q3 is the middle of the top half above the median. Let's have a look at B, and again, oh, whoops, before B, we need to do the interquartile range, which is Q3 minus Q1, and that gives us 4. Now on to B. We've got to order them first, and then we can find the middle one. Median is 15. Q1 is halfway through the lower end, and Q3 is halfway through the top end. Interquartile range is the upper quartile minus the lower quartile, so 19.5 take away 9.5 is 10. Okay, we can do this from a summarized table as well, and I'm just borrowing this question we've used before for the number of siblings and the frequency. We want to find the median and the interquartile range. So before we can do that, we need to look for the 102.5 value. So we need to figure out where that is. So if we put in the cumulative frequency along the bottom, so we've got 36, and then 130 people are included for the 0 and the 1 category. Then we add in the 2 category, we get 178, and so on. We're just adding up our frequencies as we go. So that 102.5 person happens before 130 but after 36. So it must be in that group of 1s there. So our median will be 1. Do a similar thing with the lower quartile. We take out that value, we've got 102 below it, so the median of that would be 51.5, that position. So if we're looking for the 51.5 person, that will also be in that same category. So it's after 36 people but before 130, so that will still be in category 1. If we look for Q3, the upper quartile, so we take out the median, we look at all the data above the median, and halfway through those is 153.5, that's the position of it. Look at our table, that's before 178 but after 130 people, so that's in group 2. So we have the upper quartile as 2. Interquartile range would then be 2 minus 1, and that's 1. Now I know these can be a bit tricky to get your head around, so we're going to do another example similar to that. So we have our data summarized in this table, So again, we need to work out the cumulative frequency so we can see where these are in order. So that's like saying we've got 2 zeros followed by 10 ones, followed by 12 twos, followed by 4 threes, and so on, if we'd written those out in a line. So the median will be the 19th value, because we've got 37 altogether. 37 plus 1 is 38, half that we get 19. So we're looking for the 19th value. Now that is after 12 but before 24, so it's got to be in that category that's circled there, so our median is 2. The lower quartile will be the 9.5th one, so that is after 2 people but before 12, so we get 1. And the upper quartile is 28.5. Now if you look at that one, we've actually got that right in between 2 categories there, so 28 people are in the 3 or less category, so the 29th person starts off in the category of having 4 there. So the 28th person was in 3 but the 29th person in 4, so we go halfway between them and get 3.5.